life like a chess. Just look at the king has moved like this, and then the queen. When God will finish with the equation he's playing with your destiny, the devil himself will be shocked. You just relax in the hand of God. Jeremiah said, oh God, we know that it is not a man that walketh to direct himself. So, oh Lord, direct me. It is not a man that walketh. The man is walking, but that direction of where to go is not in him. So when God moved them not to grace in Shechem and moved them to Dothan, he was working an equation. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? So they saw, when they saw the men that were past the Ishmaelites who were buying slaves, God knew if nobody helped Joseph out of that pit, he would die there. So he moved the Ishmaelites that were buying slaves. They came. And as they were going, one of them suggested, instead of killing our brother here, let's make some little money. This is a good business. Let's sell him off. They brought him out because he could only come out by assistance. If nobody assisted him, he would die inside the dungeon. Are you getting what I'm talking about? They helped him out and sold him off. But they thought they have sold him, and God led them straight to Egypt. When they got to Egypt, he moved a man called Potiphar to come over there to come and buy slaves. Out of all the slaves that were there, it was only Joseph that was appealing to him. And then he paid money, took the man, and his life story began to change. Am I talking to somebody here? Because sometimes what you thought was problem. That was why in the book of I think it was in the book of Psalm, David said, you led us. He said, no, in the book of Deuteronomy, didn't pass through. She has a PhD, but there is no school. As also NCEO. That's power of determination. Are you getting what I'm talking about? I remember a professor was talking to some students in one of the institutions and told them and said, some of you thought when you see professor, you are looking at the most brilliant. He said, I failed WAEC 5 times before gaining admission. If you refuse to give up, you will rise up. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? But sometimes God can lead your destiny round about, but he will never lead you astray. I showed you yesterday when you walk through water. That was water Joseph was going through. Did the water carry him away? No. That was river he was passing through. Did the river overflow him? No. That was fire he was going through. Have you ever been in prison before? Talk to me. Do you know what it means to be a prisoner? More so for an offense you never committed. They rope you up for rape, which you knew nothing about. That's fire, man. But was not pumped. And I'm never committed. They rope you up for rape, which you knew nothing about. That's fire, man. But was not pumped. And God directed the step of Joseph from the house of his father to the hand of his brothers. From the hands of his brothers to the hand of Ishmaelite. From the hand of Ishmaelite to the hand of Potiphar. From the hand of Potiphar to prison. From prison to palace. He knows what he was working. When God will finish with the equation of your life, the enemy will be shocked. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Divine connection. Sometimes it does not come in the way you are thinking. You are connected to the governor. I'm connected. That is what we are thinking about divine connection. Sometimes God can connect you to someone today that in the next 10 years will connect you to where you are going. Reason is that he makes all things beautiful when? In his time. Everywhere you pass through, there is something those stages must deposit into your life. If you enter to your place of destiny without those deposits, you will suffer there. Am I talking to somebody this morning? Are you getting blessed?
Yes, sir.
Divine connection and divine joining. God knows that Lot will never make it on his own. How many people in the family of Abraham did you know? Only Abraham and Lot. But Lot was not wise. It was Abraham that God cut covenant with and joined Lot. But Lot disconnected from the join. Are we together? Number one thing that God will do for you is what? Divine connection. Of Abraham, did you know? With those relationships, if I didn't connect to my father in the Lord. What brought the connection was because I'm connected to my father. Some of them came from was because I'm connected to my father. Some of them came from nowhere and connect, and then in that connection we are connected. What would have happened to that particular area of my life if I didn't connect to my father? If Joseph did not connect to the officer of Pharaoh, how will he have ever appeared before Pharaoh? Some things will not happen. God create life in process. 1,000 is talking of, I'm thinking of a business. In fact, that business, if I have 50 million, you are stupid. Are we saying 50,000? Let alone 500,000. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? You are now writing vision of 50 million. That's a preparation for serious, permanent, everlasting poverty. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? The Bible says, who is he that has despised the day of small beginning? Though your beginning was small, but your latter end should greatly increase. When we started this ministry, there was no money anywhere for chair. No money anywhere. Relationship gave birth to certain things that God gave us at the beginning of the ministry. The person that gave us the first 12 plastic chairs that we use in the ministry has a renter, a rentage. You remember that person? Have a renting business in the building where we were staying. And then we came and then started ministry there. That time, Mr. Billy was learning some business in that same building, in other side of the shop there. And then we came and then started ministry there. Take 2 dozens. You leave 2 dozens for us. And at the end of the month, we'll pay you. But we are going to only take 2 dozens. Please. The man said, Pastor, is it not church you are using? God, you are using it for? I said, yes, God. He said, keep using it until you don't want to use it anymore. What if I'm that kind of person that doesn't greet anybody? That God is connecting you with a relationship that you are trivializing. Could it be that God is connected with a relationship that you are messing up? Messing up. What would have happened if Joseph harassed the officer? And I pray for somebody this morning, God will connect you. But the question over your life, may you respect divine connection. Because when God is going to lift you, He join you to men. He join you to what? To men. When God led Elisha, when God moved the heart of the woman, the great woman of Shunem, to assist Elijah in this ministry, Gehazi was given to the king that gave her the restoration of everything that he has suffered for. Are you getting what I'm talking about? Because you need to understand the power of relationship.